covering and covered.
All right.
Okay. All right, and then lastly, the last thing will be 2024's bold picks. There we go. Excuse me. What's up, bro?
Not much. Fucking sweating my ass off.
All right. Well, I got the show fully set up. Just about. Okay, there we go. Camera. There it is. All right. I got to upload one thing. Let's see. Okay, that works good. Let's just do this. Boom. Right here.
I never fucked with this lighting before. That is better.
What's that?
I've never fucked with this lighting before. That is better.
All right. There we go.
I am literally sweating my ass off. I have no idea why. I got turns.
Yeah, it just got a little warm out here, but like we hit 70 today.
Damn, really?
Yeah, it's been cold though. I mean, it's been pretty damn cold. Up until today. Today was like the first warm day. I think this is like the first time I actually put shorts on around the house in damn near a month.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's up, Will? Hey, Allison. She is proud of that emote. I got to tell you. All right, let me just put out there that we're live because actually last year we had quite a bit of interaction with this show. It was a lot of fun, so I'm going to hopefully we can recreate some of that. Let's see here. Where's... Kyle's water bottle is so big. It's huge. It's the best. Damn right. Okay. All right. All right, you good to go?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm waiting on you.
I know. This wasn't short, but yeah, we can do it.
Nah, everything's working. I changed the lighting. It looks a little bit better.
Yeah, you do. You look good. You fucking drag Jesus back there. It's actually
good,
pretty
Jesus.
quick.
Yes,
Yeah,
King.
Oh, man. All right, let's go ahead and hit this intro. Fun. Let's see here. I've been looking forward to doing this. Which one are you? Right here.
Hey, this is Brett the Hitman Hart, the best there is, best there was, and the best there ever will be. And you're listening to the Smacked Raw podcast.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Rewind. This show is going to be a little bit fun, man. Me and RN, we're taking a look back at the predictions we made in the beginning of 2023 and about all the champions that would close out the year. We're going to react to what our picks were. Shockingly, RN, I got a couple of the champs right. Sort of. I'll explain it here in a minute, but some of our picks are actually it was pretty fun to go back and watch, dude. It's going to be a blast talking about this shit. We're going to predict all the champions that are closing out 2024 going into 2025, and then we'll make some bold predictions just for the year in general. We're your hosts. My name is Kyle Tyson.
I am Mr. 8984. I am the ambulance member of the podcast because I've missed so much to start out the year. So,
dude, I
got everything out.
It's funny. We opened up this episode last year in January, apologizing for our absence. we always end up missing a couple shows in January.
Way to start the new year off fresh though. So
yeah, man. No, yeah. Last year I went to Maine and I think had there was an emergency with a family member. It delayed another show, and then we started out the episode apologizing for taking so long in between episodes. So we're on par for the course, my friend. You know what though? We're just gonna get right to it tonight because there's a lot of ground to cover. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna read RN. I haven't even told you how exactly I'm doing this.
No, and you dropped everything on me fucking 20 minutes before we record. So I'm riding loose and fast. So.
Yeah, the premise is extremely simple. I'm just gonna pull up one of the champs. I'm gonna tell you who I picked and who you picked last year, and we'll laugh at how wrong we are, and then we'll turn around and then make our picks for next year. So it'll have a really easy flow and format. You did make your picks, right?
Not really, but yeah.
Come on, you at least got the roster pages up or something, man. You got to have something.
I mean, I got ideas in my head, but we're good.
You ain't got no pen to paper though.
No, I got it on my phone.
All right. If you didn't, it's my fault for being so late with this shit. But
okay. I mean, I had some stuff already that had started when we were going to do this show last year, technically, but
yeah,
I didn't finish it. So I got some things done, but we'll be all right. We'll get through it.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and kick this off. By the way, really quick before we do, actually. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're live, twitch.tv/SmackDraw, youtube.com/SmackDraw podcast. And then the audio version is found everywhere. You can get your audio podcast at. So thank you guys for tuning in. Without further ado, let's go ahead and kick this off. We're going to do AEW first as our appetizer. And then we'll go into all the WWE champs. All right. So first up, the TBS champion, RN. The hose champion, as you like to put it. Yeah, let me pull up the list here. So last year, TBS champion, I predicted Willow Nightingale, right? Because you and I didn't know Jade Cargill was leaving, and so I said that Willow Nightingale was going to go ahead and beat Jade, and she was going to be the one to kill Jade's streak, and not Statlander. RN for the TBS champion. You picked Jade Cargill. You thought Jade Cargill was riding into 2025 with that title. She's over 2024. Yeah, you thought she was going to hold that the whole way through. Turns out we were both wrong. Julia Hart, out of nowhere, just picked up steam and took that title.
I mean, technically, she was the champion until she left. I mean,
she was, but she didn't close out the year with it, okay? We can't say that she closed out the year. I'm going to kick off my pick. Dude, the women's division is all over the place. It is almost a joke to try to think who's going to pick up steam by the end of the year. With that being said, looking over the roster page, my pick is going to be Mariah May, currently the woman who's obsessed with, I think, Tony Storm. In AEW. Yeah, I think who knows? Maybe her and Storm are going to go on. They'll have a cool dynamic, then a feud, and then she'll break off and win a title by the end of the year. That's my prediction.
My prediction is going to be Deonna Purrazzo.
Deonna Purrazzo. That's a good pick, man. I forgot she was even in AEW until I looked over the roster page.
Yeah, well, she just had a fucking
10-minute
segment.
Right?
Yeah, she debuted either last week or a couple weeks ago.
Oh, she had a segment tonight?
Yeah, and it was kind of dope because it was they were sitting right across from each other on the fucking stage, and Tony Storm's half was black and white and Deonna's wasn't.
Yeah, so we're recording this Wednesday evening. I haven't watched Dynamite. I've been busy getting this show. I'm gonna throw Dynamite on and do some photo editing after we close out tonight. All right, cool. So there you go. First champ down. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Next up, we're gonna go to the AEW's Women's Champion. Last year, I picked Sasha Banks. I was pretty convinced Sasha was going to sign. Allison was in the chat. She was like, hell no, Sasha ain't signing.
I told you she wasn't.
I know. I was being an optimist. Yeah, so Sasha had the ankle injury. And, of course, right now she's still currently not signed to a promotion. Where do you think she's going to end up, by the way, RN?
I'm calling either TNA or back to WWE.
Okay. AEW is definitely out, though, right?
Yeah, I think if it would have happened, it would already happen, I think.
Yeah, me too. For the AEW Women's Champion, RN, you picked Athena. You said I think you said only a thick girl like that could do her finisher and also close out the year as champion.
Boy, were we wrong. And it goes
We were
back
both
to
fucking way wrong.
everything white strikes again. The best wrestler on their roster, never on fucking Dynamite, never anywhere where she can be seen. So yeah.
Yeah, man. I know. We still got to make our pick though for this year. My pick for WWE Women's Champion is actually going to be Deonna Purrazzo. That's who I went with. Is she'd close out with the main title.
That's who I'm going to pick too.
You said Deonna Purrazzo was going to be your TBS champion.
I know. I'm picking. She's going to end up with one of them going into the year.
you just playing the odds. You putting 50 on red, 50 on black.
Well, I'm also hedging my bet just in case Sasha does switch it up and throw everybody off and fucking debuts at Wembley.
You know, I'd say this is against the rules, but I never clarified what the rules were.
I'll go somebody else. Actually, I'll go Julia Hart.
Julia Hart. Oh, so she'll graduate from TBS World Champ.
Well, if it's anything I know from AEW, they're going to give the person the world title a year after they're hot. So,
all right, man.
I'll go Julia Hart. But I really think Deonna Purrazzo is going to end up with one of those titles because, like, they're either going to actually do the right thing and book her the right way and she'll end up the world champ, or they're going to fucking misuse her and have her getting jumped by fucking some women's faction and shit or whatever, and she'll be the host champion. So, either way, I think she's going to end up with one of the belts closing out the year.
Yeah. I could see that. I don't know though. I don't know. Anyways, let's move on. We got a million titles to go through because AEW ended up adding one to their already bloated titles. Anyways, next up, the AEW Trios Champions. With this pick, you know, we were kind of just like, dude, who fucking knows? Because at the Young Bucks, I believe, were one match away from winning the titles. The best of 7 was still going on with the House of Black when we recorded. And you and I think, if I remember, let me look this up. We were in an agreement that we believed that it was going to be House of Black. Yeah, we both picked House of Black for this one last year. And once again, who could have predicted that the emerging star out of House of Black would actually end up being Julia Hart?
Right.
Yeah.
Did not see that coming.
Yeah, of course, the current champions is the Acclaimed with Billy Gunn. By the way, in the last one, before we date this, AEW's women's current champions, Toni Storm. I forgot to mention that in the last one. For trio champs, this one, dude, this is a almost an impossible one to predict. I ended up going with the team of best friends in Danhausen. Danhausen wins the title.
Terrible pick, but I'm going to go with Top Flight and Action Andretti.
Top Flight and Action, that's a pretty good pick too.
That's because that's the only one other trio I could think of besides.
Well, the rest of it was just like making hodgepodge teams and just like coming up. You know what I mean?
Well, no, for the most part, the teams they've had, they're all part of some sort of weird faction. Like, I still don't get the fucking embassy with Brian Cage and them or whatever I get, but you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go with top five now. They've been at the top of it. They've been challenging everybody, and I think they're gonna win the Ring of Honor ones, and I think they'll end up with the main ones. Hopefully by the end of the year, I guess.
Oh yeah. By the way, we're not doing any Ring of Honor titles. Like,
no,
fuck that. The same with NXT. We're not covering NXT titles either. Yep. Just main roster AEW.
It'd be a 4-hour show if we did all that shit.
Yeah, God. Our shows go long enough as it is. Although tonight's is going to be short as hell. I have a feeling we're just going to fly through this tonight. Next up, AEW Tag Champs. I ended up picking... I actually went with Top Flight last year. Thought they... I think at the time... it wasn't... it was... Dante's brother was out. Yeah. Injured. I can't remember exactly. One of them was injured.
But they were on track to win it before he got injured. So that ended up not being that bad of a pick.
Yeah. And then RN, you ended up picking the... I got... all the font is like way too small for me. You went with Lucha Bros. And once again, another team that has just like fallen off completely the radar. Although... Ray is injured, right?
Yeah, again? I think Ray's hurt.
Yeah. Dude, they are fucking injury prone. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's no surprise given their style. Yeah, that style's rough.
Well, let's not say they. It's just Ray.
It's true. In fact, the current champions. By the way, I completely forgot while I was making this list. Ricky Starks and Big Bill. There's no way you would have ever seen that coming in the beginning of 2023. No. Not a chance in hell. Aaron, who do you got picked up for the who's closing out the year with those AEW tag titles?
Man, I don't even know any fucking tag teams, to be honest with you. Like, I can't even think of any tag teams or like anything up and coming. Shit, I have no idea. I'm gonna say I'll say shit, I don't even know. I really can't think of any tag teams if I'm being 100% honest.
This is why you have to have at least the roster page. I'll give you. I'll name my pick. While you go ahead and just try to come up with something. You can throw anybody out there. By the way, I got
one I want to throw out, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to use him for something else. So, but go ahead and do yours.
Okay, really quick. We just got a fucking bot again, dude. This once again. This is weird. The same bot with the same generic message just appeared in this stream that appeared in last year's stream. I'm not even joking, man. It's the same damn thing. This is kind of weird, bro. This is weird. Well, anyways, my bold prediction for who's closing out the year, AEW tag titles, that is going to be the tag team, the hot, the fresh, the newly minted heel tag teams of Christian Cage and Adam Copeland. Yeah, baby. They're going to close out with those tag titles in 2024. I guarantee it, man. Christian's so hot right now, bro. He's got to have gold all year.
All right. I'm just going to throw one out there because I think we'll see a lot more of him once he gets here. But I'm going to go with Will Ospreay and is it Fletcher? I always get the two of them.
Kyle Fletcher?
Kyle Fletcher.
He's the tall, skinny one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He's a part of the United Kingdom, so hopefully, once he gets here, we'll get that Don Callis shit will turn into a version of the United Kingdom. So, United Empire, I'm sorry. So, yeah, I'm going to go with them.
Nice. Allison, once again, to taking out the bots. Same thing as last year, dude. I'm having like some crazy deja vu. It's not a bad pick, RM, though. It's not a bad pick, especially for coming up with it on the fly.
And we already know that they're going to fucking shit on Will Ospreay anyway, so... Tag team will probably end up just like with fucking Jay White right now. So
possibly. Now, Will Ospreay, you don't think he's going to make a splash? You think they're just going to fumble the bag here?
No, I think they're going to come out hot and they're going to make us fucking string us along and think something's going to really happen. And by the end of the year, he'll be 6-man tagging and shit.
Oh man, the thing is like there's not much room to argue. We don't have much to go by that would argue against that, man. I'm hoping we're wrong. I'm hoping that 2024 is a resurgence to AEW. I don't think they're going to ever get back to or where it's close to getting back to where they were, like say in 2020 and 2021, that territory. But I hope things start turning around for him this year. We're just gonna
and like I'm not even really saying it as like against AEW. I'm just saying that like they fumbled a bag on big name signings. Like until they prove me wrong, I'm gonna always go for that. I'm not even saying that like they'll have a bad year or anything like that, but I just don't have any faith that they know what to do with the best wrestler in the world. So.
They're not. I mean, no, they're showing us time and time again that all the potential that they have, they're not able to capitalize on the vast majority of it.
And I'm looking at the roster page. I don't even got these motherfuckers in tag teams right now. It's just like the fucking roster.
I know. I had to make a tag team. All right, so this one is just going to be a prediction. This is the new title that was just added this year. The Continental Crown Champion, of course, the inaugural champ, the Mad King Eddie Kingston. Fantastic story, by the way. The Continental Crown tournament was arguably the best thing AEW did all year in 2023.
I think it's the best thing they've ever done. If I'm doing it for me, like it's the first thing they ever did that I literally watched every fucking program to see what the matchups were going to be like, and I've never consistently watched AEW. I always caught it a couple days later, or I just looked at a recap. But like, I literally watched Dynamite and Collision almost every fucking week during this time frame. So for me, it's the best thing they've ever done.
It was must see wrestling. Anybody who didn't have like a bias towards like in the tribalism, this was something that like people were talking about. Like, hey, even if you don't like AEW, you got to tune in and just check out this tournament that they're doing because they knocked it out the park. Here's my pick. I think the Continental Champion is going to be like the loser's title, right? The people who are down on their luck, who are not known for winning singles. It's always the a man of the people, you know, but never necessarily looked at as like singles champion worthy. So if I'm right in that, I think a good champion by the end of the year is going to be a Mr. Mark Briscoe. Mark Briscoe's my pick. Be Continental Champion, Continental Crown Champion going into 2025.
My head says it'll be Orange Cassidy. My head says it'll be Swerve. My heart says it'll be Orange Cassidy. So I don't know who I wanted to pick here. Because they just showed me nothing with Swerve. So like I think it's gonna be Orange Cassidy because I feel like they got the big name out of the way to draw people in. I think, like you said, the person who's always on top, who's always an MVP, but I don't think he's ever really gonna get a world title win. So I think like this is the best way to showcase him. So like I want to go with Swerve, but I'm not gonna be a dick. I'm gonna go with Orange Cassidy.
All right, man. Orange Cassidy. Okay. He's currently the international champion, which that's the next one that we're going to cover. We'll go ahead and do that now. The international champion, which this kind of fucked me up because last year I forgot that it was actually the All Atlantic champion, and then they of course
they had all those because 4 or 5 of the fucking countries they had on the belt were in the Atlantic.
So this is where one of my picks was kind of right. I actually had Eddie Kingston picked. So I predicted that he would be champ. I just had the wrong title in my pick. And then RN, you last year you were pretty optimistic in your pick. You went with Swerve Strickland, and
which he should have been.
He should have been. He could have been Continental Champion too. He was one of the favorites to pick because he came off of that awesome death match with Hangman Page. Anyways,
I'm gonna go with Swerve again.
Yeah, well, the current champion, like we said, also, by the way, is Orange Cassidy. Just got to throw that out there. But you said you're going to go Swerve again.
Yeah.
Swerve again. I mean, that's a good pick. That's a good. It's you know what I mean. It's like if he doesn't get the belt, like that's still like one of the highly looked at belts.
It's the workhorse title.
It is.
Honestly.
Yeah. Who did I pick for this one? Newly singles wrestler. Who needs to be hovering around like top of the card, main fixture on your weekly shows, Darby Allin. You know, he's going to be losing Sting this year. I think they're going to want to keep him relevant in the singles picture. Slap one of those 3 mid-card singles belts you got there on him. That's the one I'm going with. Darby Allin for international champion, closing out 2024.
That's not a bad pick.
Thank you. I was actually kind of proud of that one. All right, and then
no, never mind. Yeah, yeah. You're
yeah,
right.
he's with Sting right now. He's with Sting.
Yeah. No, I was thinking something else. No, you're right.
He's got the Sting title.
That was gonna be my honorable mention.
Yeah. Oh, last of the 3 men's singles titles. Goodness gracious. Or mid card singles titles. That is. TNT champion. Once again, I got wrapped up in the optimism in AEW, pushing the man or the men that the people wanted. I picked Keith Lee. I feel really sad admitting when I was wrong, bro, but I was so fucking wrong. They didn't do shit with Keith Lee last year.
Nothing.
Not a damn thing. Now, granted, I think he was sick for a big part of it, but RN with the TNT title, you went Dante Martin. That was one of your bold picks. You were like, Dante Martin's going to be a singles champ.
That. I mean, because they were pushing him to the fucking moon. Like they had him like kind of on that like Darby Allin mark and Orange Cassidy. I mean, he was beating people and shit. So, but I'm gonna go. I think this year I'm gonna go Adam Cole for this one.
Adam Cole. Oh man, that's you'd have to think, given everything that he just went through with MJF, that he's got to have some gold
right
throughout this year at some point. Maybe he rounds it out. By the way, the current TNT champion, honestly, one of the best things in AEW as a company, oddly enough, Christian Cage is doing fucking just having a complete career resurgence this year. My God, dude. Oh yeah, and Allison says now he's out for God knows how long. Talking about Adam Cole.
Yeah.
TNT champion. We still got to predict it. My prediction is going to be the only AEW title that's like not recognized and that we don't talk about, the FTW champion. I feel like Hook, hear me out, is going to graduate from that FTW title, and you know what? He's just going to have positive momentum all year long. It's going to culminate his first recognized singles title this year with the TNT championship.
That's a good pick.
Thank you. Building the Stars of Tomorrow, RN.
Well, that's why I picked Adam Cole, because he is the star tomorrow for them because he's fucking injured. So
He ain't the star today.
no.
All right. Yeah, you said Adam Cole with this one. That's right. Okay. All right. Lastly, AEW World Champion. Right here. What was it? Like one day? When was World's End? Was that New Year's Eve or the day before New Year's Eve?
I don't remember. I want to say New Year's Eve, maybe. I can't remember.
I can't remember either. I think it was New Year's Eve. Well, anyways, I was one day off because I predicted MJF. I said he was going to hold that belt all year long. God damn it. Who saw Samoa Joe coming?
Nope.
RN, your pick for a world champion. It's a shame how this one turned out. Ray Phoenix was a bold prediction you made in that. Of course,
that motherfucker can't stay healthy.
He can't stay healthy, bro. He'd be world champ right now. He'd be world champ.
Yeah.
You stay healthy. Of course, it's Samoa Joe, like we mentioned. RN, who's gonna close out next year for AEW with the big one? Hey, noob.
I want to go between Swerve or Will Ospreay. I don't know which one I want to go with. I'm gonna call Swerve.
Call him Swerve. That's dope, man. It's a good pick. Bold. Hey, I hope you're right, RN. I hope you're right.
It'll be a year after his hot streak, so that's normally how this works. So
I didn't realize it. He was hot going into 2023. I forgot that he already had momentum. That's how long they've been spinning those wheels. I'm gonna make a bold prediction. We're gonna get a new guy to AEW, and Tony Khan's gonna just put all his effort into making sure this guy's a big deal, including closing out the year with him as their world champion. I'm going to go with Okada. Okada closes out the year with that title.
He'll be in WWE, but it's cool.
You're probably right, man. You're probably right. Oh, man. So, yeah, that's our AEW picks for going into 2025. Let's go ahead and kick off our WWE picks now. Starting off with just the wild card of all of their belts. That is these women's tag team championships. Dude, there was hardly any way to accurately predict this.
Bro.
This was probably the craziest one to try, but you know what? We both took a stab at it. I went with Shayna Baszler and Sonya Deville. RN, you went with Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey, of course, not with the company anymore. We both thought that Shayna was going to get the passing of the torch from Ronda, and that they were gonna do something big with her, maybe reinvigorate those tag titles. Although she is in a tag team. She is in a tag team. Who's she with again? She's
what's her name? They
not
was
Ivy
with,
Nile.
No, the chick
Zoe
that was
Stark.
with,
Zoe
yeah,
Stark.
Zoe Stark, yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's actually a pretty badass tag team. I'm not gonna lie. If they had a division to run through, it'd be a lot fun.
Right. And didn't her and Ronda win the titles though? So I was kind of right.
Yeah, I mean they did get the titles. They did get them.
And
I
got
think
that
we
dumbass
I don't.
feud with them.
I wonder if they were even in a tag team. I don't think they were even in a tag team whenever we made that prediction.
No, they weren't.
I let's just say they weren't, man. At least you got something right in there. I forget who the current tag teams are. It's Katana Chance and I think Caden Carter.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, World Elite Podcast is here. What's up, man?
What's up, everybody? What's up, noob?
All right, so the women's titles. Let's just have some fun with it. Was my thought process. There's no way to even try to feel like we're gonna land in the ballpark. So we're just gonna throw a Hail Mary on my end. I went with a returning Trish Stratus and a returning Sasha Banks. 2 returns, and they're gonna close out the year with those tag titles. Because why not? You know what I mean? Why not? RN.
I'm gonna go Sasha Banks and Bailey.
Sasha Banks and Bailey, the Buggin' Boston Hug connection.
Yep.
Okay, all right. Hey, why not? The same. There's really no easy way to try to make.
It's an imaginary title anyway, so might as well make an imaginary pick.
It really does feel like, you know what? For all the inconsequential titles that AEW has, I think I would put the WWE Women's Championship all the way at the bottom. I think
there's no tag teams unless
there's no
they're fighting
division
for the actual title. So
at least with all the men's mid-card belts, there's still a roster there. Like anybody at any time can win one of those belts. Like
Right.
you actually have to go out of your way to make a tag team to go after those titles. SmackDown's Women's Championship. Last year, I made a very bold prediction. I think the thing that I was the most wrong on all year, I said Xia Li. I said Xia Li was gonna rise up, be this phenom in WWE, and I could not.
You were kind of right. They kind of started on it, and then it just stopped.
They showed a minor interest in her, but
Yeah.
no, it stopped immediately, and then it never picked back up. RN, you went with where is it? SmackDown. Oh, you went with Shayna Baszler. You said she was going to be double champ. You were double dipping last year too, RN. And then, of course, we were both wrong. Io Sky, I think, is who closed out. I believe that she got the title before the year ended. But yeah, Io Sky closed out the year. She's got the belt. We were both wrong there. My pick closing out the year is going to be the debuting just phenom that will be Jade Cargill. I'm gonna make a pick. Jade Cargill, SmackDown Women's Champion.
I'm gonna go with Bianca Belair.
You saying she's just gonna well, she's over. Yeah, no, she is on SmackDown, right? Yeah. Because Hurt Business is out there. Not Hurt Business.
Yeah,
Definitely not Hurt Business. All right, cool, man. Let's see what else we got. Raw Women's Champion. Last year. Hey, this is the only pick that was right. That was 100% right. Your boy called it Rhea Ripley. I said that she was going to close out the year with that belt. Granted, we saw that title run coming a mile away. There's no way we could have known, though, that it was going to run from WrestleMania all the way to current day. Still champ. RN, you ended up picking Rhea Ripley as well. Oh, wait, no. That's the current champ. Hold on, man. You picked Charlotte Flair. But then again, you can just throw Charlotte Flair's name in there in your.
Right.
You're pretty. There's a good chance. RN, who's your pick, man?
I'm going for Jade for this one because I don't think they're going to put her and Bianca on the same side. So I'm going for Jade
Okay.
for Raw.
I threw a Hail Mary with this one, dude. And I think this might be my Xia Li moment, okay? Let's preface it that. This might be my Xia Li moment. I'm going with Chelsea Green, bro. I feel like there's something there with Chelsea, and then they might just it might just come out of nowhere like it did with Britt Baker, right? No one saw Britt Baker being like a huge star, and then it happened. It might happen with Chelsea Green. That's my pick.
And she's just terrible enough to where that could happen.
Maybe. So what I did here was the current tag titles is of course the Universal tag titles. I'm making a bold prediction that they're going to split back up. At some point this year, we'll have Raw champions, SmackDown champions. So that's how we've got this broken down. That's how we had it last year as well. So this time we're going to be predicting the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. I went with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, while RN you went with Imperium. Of course, it's Judgment Day. Finn Balor and Damian Priest, your current champs. This, once again, didn't really see that one coming. Those guys becoming a tag team. They made it work. It was actually a big pivotal part of their story, man. It's really fun. RN, who's going to close out with the SmackDown titles next year?
I don't even know what fucking tag teams are on SmackDown.
Man, that's why I told you, you got to have the roster page up, bro.
I got the roster page up, but they're not like tag teams or nothing to pick from. It's just like fucking people.
Hey, Matt Ritter's here.
Let me
What's
see.
up,
I'm
Matt?
pulling up the Just the SmackDown. I'm gonna go with Not the Hurt Business. Not the Hurt Business.
Hey, look, that's a safe pick. That is a safe pick. Clearly, WWE wants to do something with them. They're doing their thing with I already forget what the hell. AOP and Karrion Kross's stable name is already completely forgotten. But yeah, they want to do something with them. I think we're gonna have these guys are just gonna catch popularity and fucking ride it by the end of the year. They'll be undeniable. I'm quickly becoming a fan, even though like I started out hating them. That's gonna be Pretty Deadly. Pretty Deadly is gonna get those titles. I think this year's a safe bet. It's just whether or not do they close out the year.
Right.
Yeah. All right, let me see here. Let me get rid of this one. And then the other side of this coin, Raw Tag Team Champions. I accurately predicted DIY reuniting. I actually had them being closing out the year as champions. They got close. You went with the Street Profits because they were still a team. Of course, once again, Judgment Day. For the Raw Tag Team Champions, my prediction is going to be another team that's going to be like undeniable this year. They've already shown that they have a lot of faith in them, and they pushed them really early, and that's going to be the Creed Brothers, man. Going with the Creed Brothers on this one.
I'm actually, that was my pick too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hey there, man. All right. It's not bad. And now let's get on to the singles titles. Okay. United States Championship. Here's another one where I accurately predicted somebody closing out. Oh, wait. Never mind. That's a different title. Never mind. I'll shut the fuck up. United States. I predicted Braun Breaker. I said he was gonna debut. They were gonna strap that belt on him. We said it was made for him. He was still wearing his like Lisa Frank outfit back then, and then we were like, yeah, that U.S. title fucking looks like it was made for him. That's completely wrong. You said Theory was gonna get the title back. It was gonna bounce back and forth. He proved to be a flop last year, and he's like just floundering right now. He's playing second fiddle to Grayson Waller at the moment. And then, of course, the current champion is fucking Logan Paul, dude. Logan Paul, yeah. And then, so going back, kind of relating it to like our picks from last year, except seeing how things are flowing out. I'm going with Grayson Waller, who's going to close out the year with that title. I bet you they strap that belt to him.
I'm gonna go with Carmelo.
Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he just debuted, didn't he?
Well, I don't know. I think it was like a soft debut. I don't think he's really done much since he was in that tournament. I don't really.
He had
watch
that. He had
SmackDown,
that
so
one
I wouldn't know.
match. He did. He had a match.
Yeah, it was for the. It was in the U.S. title tournament to see who would face Logan Paul.
Oh yeah, that's right. That is right. All right. Intercontinental title. So this is where I got ahead of myself. I predicted that Logan Paul was going to close out the year with that title. Another champion. I just had the wrong belt.
Yep.
Yep. RN, God bless you, because I actually felt guilty going back and watching it. You were pulling for our boy Gulak. 2023 was not his year, unfortunately.
But he's doing this thing at NXT, and they brought Catch Point back like I predicted.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so
They
there's
brought
something.
Catch Point back, so I'll take one victory.
There you go. Of course, the Intercontinental Championship is firmly around the waist of Gunther. He's on the historic longest single title reign ever in history. He's a fantastic champion, and now the guy looks undeniable as like world champ. Like he looks
Right.
like he's made to be a world champion at this point. It's fucking awesome. Triple H has done a fantastic job building stars over the last year, and Gunther is obviously one of the biggest ones that was built up. My pick, another bold pick for the Intercontinental Championship. I'm going with Chad Gable, bro. He's had a pretty good resurgence, over like stop go lately. People love him. I think he's gonna close out the year with that belt, dude.
I'm gonna go with Braun Breaker.
Braun Breaker. Okay, 2 years in a row. We'll get Braun up. Dude.
I don't think. I mean, there's nothing left for him to do in NXT. Like, and I feel like we've always predicted him and Carmelo would be the whoever would come out of the paintball fucking NXT. So like, I think this is the year we finally get it and they pull the trigger on it.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, you got the Raw after Mania, of course.
Right.
Yep, and we got the Royal Rumble this weekend. By the way, I know I'll be dropping a predictions episode. I think for Friday because I'm going on another show to do predictions. We're going on a Person on the Top Rope
Nice.
tomorrow night. But yeah, I think I'll drop some predictions. Maybe I can get you in there, John. RN.
Wait,
We'll do
tomorrow
them
night or
together.
Friday night?
Friday night. Maybe. WWE champion. Okay, these are probably like the most predictable titles, possibly, out of the lineup. Now, last year, the Universal and the WWE title were separate. But anyways, I predicted Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes was going to finish that story, ride out the year. Didn't happen.
Nope.
Felt like a safe bet at the time.
Yep.
You predicted. It's. I can't give you the full credit, but you predicted Seth Rollins. But it's technically not the WWE Championship that he's got.
Fuck off.
Yeah, man, it's the World Heavyweight.
I got that right. That's one. Give me my one.
I can't give it to you, man.
The title didn't even exist for me to fucking predict the one. Fuck off. That's a win. That's a dub for me too. I got one right.
All right. Anyways, my bold pick for WWE Champion or World Heavyweight Champion in this case is what is what I'm classifying it as.
Yeah.
It's going to be Gunther. Gunther's going to be
too.
Yeah, your pick too.
That's my
Hell
pick
yeah,
too.
man. Let's make it happen.
I mean, because they haven't really built anybody else up, and like I said, he's rapidly
hope-
outgrowing that Intercontinental title.
Dude, I hope he holds them both. I hope he faces like somehow gets to face whoever is World Heavyweight Champion, like maybe like CM Punk, while he's Intercontinental Champion. That'd be fucking awesome. Seth Rollins did it with the U.S. title.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he was double champ there. Okay, and then lastly, the Universal Champion. This one kind of ends on like for me like on a somber note because I actually predicted it was going to be Bray Wyatt closing out the year. Of course, they had untimely passing last year. No one saw that coming.
No.
RN, you predicted Cody Rhodes Universal title. We just had different versions of the belt.
Right.
I said he was taking the WWE. You said he was taking the Universal. Of course, this belt still belongs to Roman Reigns. Looks like that's going to be hopefully done by WrestleMania 40 or at the very latest, like SummerSlam this year. That title reign's over and it's going to be on like The Rock or something. But closing out the year, Universal Champion, my pick is Cody Rhodes. It's
It has to happen. I mean, for
Has
both
to
of them,
happen.
and it's
whether or not he rides out
poetic.
the whole year.
Yeah, this is strictly finishing the year, right? So
Yeah. So yeah, that's our picks for all the world champs, AEW and WWE. Before we wrap up, though, we're gonna go ahead and make some just bold wrestling predictions. All right, I'll start with mine. I got 2 AEW predictions and 1 WWE. My first AEW prediction is about our boy Swerve Strickland. I say he becomes AEW's first black world champion. That's my pick. First black world champion AEW, Swerve Strickland.
I mean, I'm making that same prediction. Like I've been wanting it to happen. I thought it should happen. I think and it makes sense because it'll be a year after he's on his hot streak. So yeah, I'm going for that too.
Okay. My next prediction for 2024, excuse me, is AEW is going to experience its largest mass layoff, mass cuts business. Although I don't think it's dire like AEW is going out of business. Obviously, they are falling down profit wise. I don't know. It just seems like they're probably not making the most money at the moment. Ticket sales are down. Although interest around the pay-per-views is still really good. Their Time Warner deal is at stake. You know, it's been kind of rocky. So I think one of the things that's going to follow is going to be, unfortunately, some budget cuts. We might see some names like the Hardys. Dustin Rhodes might go over to WWE to help finish out with Cody. Santana Ortiz. AR Fox, unfortunately, doesn't seem like he's doing so. Maybe Stu Grayson goes again. Aaron Solo, Johnny TV, Lance Archer. All these guys probably getting the axe this year. I bet that's what's going to happen.
My bold prediction is when Raw debuts on Netflix, Roman Reigns will be the champion.
When what?
When Raw debuts on Netflix,
Yeah.
Roman Reigns will be the champion.
Roman will still be champion.
Not still. I think he's going to lose it and then get it back and go into
Like a
they're
Brock
not supposed
Lesnar.
They're not supposed to debut till like January,
January
25th or
25. Yeah.
I
Although oddly enough, their deal with USA runs up in October. There's going to be like 2 months right now where they don't have a contract.
I think Roman Reigns is going to end up being the champ when they debut on Netflix.
Allison says, I remember hearing this on her show. She says, she has a conspiracy theory. AEW is a tax shelter for the cons to pay less taxes. Yeah, I remember y'all talking about that on your show. Fucking RN, it's hard to argue with you, dude. On that, they did the same thing with Brock Lesnar whenever they debuted on Fox.
Yeah.
They just flew Brock Lesnar in, beat Kofa Mania in 8 seconds, and fucking there you go, man. Big star. That wouldn't shock me. My last prediction for WWE now is The Rock will have his retirement match in Saudi Arabia. That's my pick. Is not going to be WrestleMania. It won't be at Elimination Chamber. Be Saudi Arabia, bro.
That makes sense. My last one will be that someone that's not on the roster now or that we predicted will be world champion AEW sometime this year.
Okay, so you're saying we'll have a debut star. I mean, I could go with now it won't be Okada because he said I couldn't have predicted it. Okay, all right, man. Sounds good. All right, man. Those are our picks. Let us know your guys' fucking in the comments. You know, thank you all for tuning in and all that stuff. Yeah, man. I'll be back. Maybe RN. I'll be back Friday. Give our Royal Rumble picks, predictions. Royal Rumble's shaping up to be like fucking really exciting, dude. I cannot wait.
Yeah, I'm watching it live. Like I'm not gonna fuck around with it. Like I'm holding in on Saturday night so I can watch it live and not have to go back and rewatch it. So I'm definitely pumped for it.
Really quick. Do you get you more excited for Royal Rumble or WrestleMania?
What Rumble?
Royal Rumble
Yeah.
is a hard one for me. Like, I mean, they both really get me going, but Royal Rumble, like I genuinely always think that the Royal Rumble will be more fun.
Yeah.
Like I have a lot of excitement for both, but generally speaking, I think the Royal Rumble turns out to always just be more fun in general.
Well, for me too, like I have friends over for Royal Rumble that don't watch wrestling, so like it's always dope to kind of like have people over that don't know what's going on and explaining shit. And like for me, WrestleMania is not for us. WrestleMania is for everyone else, but real actual fans that are there. Like it's not for us. So like I love WrestleMania. Like I'm always gonna watch it. I'm always gonna support it. But like I know that show's not for us. So like I don't really. I'm never as hyped for it as I am for the Rumble, because then also too the Rumble we always get surprises or something happens that we can't predict or didn't predict. So like for me, Royal Rumble is WrestleMania.
Hell yeah. Yeah. No, you're right. Because they shoe in so many like celebrities and
Yeah.
they're trying to appeal to the
old fucks from when we were kids, stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. They're trying to grab a different audience.
Yeah.
Every time at WrestleMania than the established one that they have, like you and I.
Right.
I feel you, man. All right, thank y'all for joining us. Told you it was gonna be a shorter episode tonight. We'll catch you Friday. If I don't see you then, we'll be back next Tuesday, 9:30, right here on Twitch. Y'all have a good night.
Peace. See y'all next week.